Happy New Year and welcome to 2019. I know Christmas and New Year's celebrations are long gone and over. Maybe you've set some goals or resolutions for this year. I would say stop. Even if you failed at them miserably, stop. Don't do anything more yet until you try this tip before you start setting your goals and resolutions. Hey there, my name's Dan. I'm with Fathers for All, and at this channel I want to bring a message of hope into people's lives. You see, I'm on a journey of discovering who God has called me to become, and I believe that part of that journey is discovering the freedom that God wants for us all, and how He's called us to operate freely in areas of faith, finances, and relationships. At the beginning of every journey, before you even punch in your destination, you have to have your starting point. You have to know where you're at before you can know where you're going to go. If you're using your phone and you don't have your GPS on, it will say you need to turn on your GPS and you need to accept the terms of your location services and all that other fun stuff. Once you do that, then it has a bearing on how to get you from where you're at to the destination where you want to go. Without that, it doesn't know where you are, where you're starting from. This may seem overly simple, but just hear me out. See, by knowing where you're at now will give you an idea of whether or not you are able to hit your goals, or even if you got close to them. You know, for things like weight loss, people traditionally look at the numbers on the scale as their basis of their starting point. And that may be okay, but it's only half the picture. In addition to weight, you might want to get your BMI or your cholesterol levels. Perhaps look at your body type. You know, how about your current activity level? What are you doing now in your life? And what do you plan on doing? With your current schedule, are you even able to work out? You know, this is the tough one for me. What's in your pantry? You know, is there some sugary things in your pantry that just need to go? You know, I mean, is there a bunch of cookies or candies in that pantry? Did you take the kids' stockings that had all the candy and put them in a little bag? And then, you know, you kind of ration them out to the kids, and then at late at night when they're asleep go, you know, I could really go for that a Snickers or Twix bar in the candy. Or maybe I want to have some of that a candy cane in there. You know, something sugary that just needs to go away. Is there a restaurant that needs to be eliminated from your travels or regular destination? Or maybe something you buy on a regular basis. Maybe instead of just getting a regular coffee, you're getting something that's loaded up with sugar. You know, how about finances? Before you plan to pay off your debt, you should look at your bills and assess what you're going to pay off first. Get it all laid out in front of you. Just don't randomly pick, oh, I'll put minimum payments to everything. Maybe you're stuck in that position. I don't know. But the point of the matter is you need to kind of get an overview or a lay of the land of where you're currently at right now. Maybe there's a subscription service that you could just eliminate from your monthly expenses that would free up some cash so you can start paying off debt. Maybe a resolution for this year is to get a raise at work or to earn more money. And I would say in regards to that, before you march into the boss's office and put in that request for that raise, perhaps what you need to do is just take a quick assessment and go, am I adding value to the company? What are the things that I've been doing that has been helping this company, and it's over and above what I've been currently doing or that's currently in my job set? The point to all this is before you set your resolutions or lofty goals for 2019 is that you take a minute or maybe even a day or two to look at where you're currently at right now. Maybe it's a literal location that's toxic that you that you're in or you continuously visit that you need to remove from your life. Maybe you just need to change out that food pantry. Or perhaps there's a credit card or two that needs to be cut up. remember, don't take too long in this planning or analysis process. You don't want to be paralyzed by analyzing your situation. So for me, I have to take a moment and look at my life and everything and define what I can do and what I can't do. In fact, just recently I was looking at all the goals I set during the holiday season, and I realized that we're so busy with holiday preparations and parties and families and visiting that I set up some goals that were just unattainable. In fact, it really gave me a lot of anxiety because I wasn't hitting my goals, and I realized that I set a bar that was just way too high at a timetable that just wasn't right. These moments can be really difficult to deal with. We don't often want to look within ourselves and deal with our faults, but doing so is the only way we can have a starting point to take that first step. Next week, we're going to look at goal setting and establishing long-term and short-term goals so that you can begin to see success in your journey for 2019. If this video has offered any value to your life, I would appreciate you hitting subscribe and the like button as well. Also, what are some of the challenges that you're facing in 2019? I'd love to connect with you on that. I have some goals I want to share with you next week when we talk about goal setting. And until then, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll hope to see you next week.